Have you ever wanted to, quickly get up to speed on a place that's a real blend of ancient history and modern life? Well, today we're taking a deep dive into the heart of India. We're headed to a city often called the Nawabon ka Shahar, or the City of Nawabs, Lucknow, the capital of Uttar Pradesh. Now, our source for this is a really rich essay looking into its amazing cultural legacy. And our mission, really, is to pull out the key insights about this city's identity, its history, culture, and how it's changing today.
And Lucknow is just so intriguing, isn't it? It's definitely one of India's most popular, most culturally rich cities. And I think its charm lies in that Nawabi heritage, yes, but also its tehzeeb, that's the etiquette, it's adab or manners, and just the beauty of the language spoken there. It's this sort of mix of the old world and the new that makes it, well, special.
That's a great way to put it. And to really get how Lucknow became this cultural hub, we should probably look at its location first. Its spot along the Gomti River. How important was that early on?
Oh, it was crucial, really crucial. I mean, while you can trace its roots back to the Mughal times, Lucknow's big growth spurt that really happened in the 18th century, its location just made it a natural center point.
Right. And that's when Nawab Asaf-ud-Daula came into the picture and really shaped things.
Absolutely. Yeah, Nawab Asaf-ud-Daula was key. He actually moved the capital of Awadh to Lucknow. And under him, the city didn't just grow, it blossomed, became this major center for art, culture, architecture. He pretty much laid the groundwork for the Lucknow we recognize.
And the buildings he left behind.
Yeah.
Wow. That architectural legacy is something else. You mentioned the Bara Imambara. What's the story there? I read something about it being built during a famine. That sounds kind of amazing.
It was amazing. And that's the deeper story. The really striking thing about the Bara Imambara is, yes, Nawab Asaf-ud-Daula commissioned it right in the middle of a terrible famine. So it wasn't just about building something grand. It was this huge public works project. It gave people wages, food, kept them employed when they desperately needed it. So you see this incredible mix of, well, vision and real social concern.
Wow, that adds a whole other layer. So it's more than a monument. It's like a symbol of leadership and compassion.
Mm-hmm.
And then there are others too, right? Like the Tunday Kabab, the Rumi Darwaza,
Yes, exactly.
the Residency, the clock tower. They all tell these stories from the past.
They do, and they're not just pretty buildings, are they? They're like physical history books. They tell you about Lucknow's grandeur, the Nawab era's influence.
Yeah.
Each one has its own narrative, whether it's about famine relief or, colonial times.
Okay, so from the structures, let's pivot a bit. Let's talk about what many feel really defines Lucknow. It's tehzeeb and adab. You hear it apparently in how people speak, this sort of sweetness. And the hospitality is supposed to be really distinct. How does this tehzeeb and adab actually, show up in daily life there? Can you give us a sense?
That's a great question because it's not just theory. It's very real. Imagine living in a city where politeness, that famous phrase, pele ep.
You first.
Exactly, you first. It isn't just something you say. It's like a core philosophy. Many people really believe this idea of putting others first, this deep consideration, started right there in Lucknow. It's not just a phrase, it's woven into the etiquette. You see it in conversations, how guests are treated, even how strangers might interact. It creates this, unique social atmosphere where thinking about the other person is just central, almost like a quiet stand against the usual city rush.
So it's almost like a performance art in a way of interacting. And it's not just manners, right? It's in the language, too.
Yeah.
You mentioned that lazat, that special charm in the Urdu and Hindi spoken there.
Absolutely. And the city's whole artistic soul, its sensitivity, it comes out everywhere. You see it in things like Mushera, these are poetry symposiums, and Kavi Sammelan, poetry gatherings. Words and emotion are really valued, and music festivals too, lots of them. It all just shows Lucknow's deep love for the arts.
From poetry and music. Let's switch senses again. Let's talk about the food. Lucknow's Awadhi cuisine. I mean, if you haven't tried it, you are seriously missing out.
Oh, you really are. Awadhi food is famous all over India, known for its subtle flavors, complex cooking methods. Specific dishes you have to know are the Tunday Kabab, incredibly soft, they just melt. The Guludi Kabab, too, legend says it was made for a Nawab who couldn't chew.
No way.
Yeah. And the Kakori Kabab, so richly spiced. And, of course, Lucknowi Biryani. It's known for that aromatic long-grain rice, the delicate spices. It's a masterpiece, honestly. Very popular.
My mouth is watering already. But you can't talk food without sweets. What about dessert? What should people look for?
Ah, the sweets. Definitely try makham malai. It's like this light, airy, creamy froth, especially in winter. Then there's kizar peda, rich with saffron and milk. And malai jalori, that's a really unique local sweet, a must try.
Okay, noted. From food art to another kind of art, Lucknow is famous for globally, Chikankari.
Ah, Chikankari. It's more than just art, it's a whole legacy. What's really amazing is how this ancient type of hand embroidery, with its super delicate, intricate white thread patterns, is known worldwide now. You see it on kurtis, saris, dupattas, beautiful stuff. And it's not just pretty, it represents generations of skill, painstaking work. And even today, I mean, it's still the main livelihood for thousands of artisans there. It just shows how tradition, if it's special enough, can really hold its own economically and culturally, even now.
That's a fantastic point about tradition adapting. And speaking of adapting, let's look at modern Lucknow. Geographically, it's right in the middle of things in India, isn't it? Making it a big commercial and political center.
Exactly. That location, plus, development policies, it's fueling really fast economic growth in modern areas. We're talking IT, education, healthcare, infrastructure. It's booming. Places like Gomti Nagar, for example, really symbolize this modern side of Lucknow with all the new businesses and modern housing.
That makes you wonder, though.
Yeah.
Does that rapid growth, like in Gomti Nagar, all the new
Yeah.
IT stuff, does it change that core tehzeeb? Or does that politeness just find new ways to show up in, say, an office setting?
That's a really insightful question, and that's where you see that unique blend again. While life might be faster paced, yeah, those underlying ideas of respect, of hospitality, they often just find new ways to express themselves. You might still feel that Pella app vibe, maybe in how business deals are done with a certain grace, or how professional relationships are built. It's subtle, but it's often still there.
Interesting. And as Lucknow grows, it's also got these major institutions driving its future, right? Like Lucknow University. I am Lucknow, the Dr. Ram Manohar Lohia Institute for Medical Sciences.
Yes, absolutely key institution.
And these, along with art and theater groups, they make sure the city's intellectual and cultural life stays vibrant. They keep that heritage alive through learning and performance today. So after taking this journey through Lucknow, what's the big takeaway for our listeners? We've really seen it's a city where, old heritage and new ideas mix in this really unique way. It's the tehzeeb, the language, the amazing food, the people. That's what makes it stand out.
Yeah, what's really fascinating is just how smoothly the history, the art, the vibrant culture all come together. It makes Lucknow genuinely memorable. It's obviously a great place to travel, but maybe more than that, it's just a really interesting example of cultural continuity and change.
And that brings us to our final thought for you to chew on. Think about how a city like Lucknow, with its deep roots in things like Pele app or the delicate art of Chikankari, can hold on to that soul, even while it's rapidly becoming this modern center for IT and healthcare. What lessons can we maybe learn from that, or about preserving cultural identity, our own perhaps, in a world that's always changing so fast? It's that tricky dance, isn't it? Between honoring where you came from and embracing what's next.